Alright class, it's session number 8 and exercise 15.1. In the last classes we were discussing about differentiation and how to solve differentiation question. In today's class we are going to continue from question number 6 as we had done till question number 5 in our last classes, right? So there are 4 parts, but we are not going to attempt all 4 parts, and there is one minute change that we didn't observe in the previous question 5. What is that change? If you observe the previous question, in that question we have the direct values of x instead of y. In this question you see that we have values of y not x. So let's suppose starting with the first part. It says that y equals to x square minus 2x, and the value of y is minus 1. Now the first thing that why the value of y is given, I will tell you. If you start differentiation, so it will be dy by dx is equals to 2x minus 2. That is your differentiation, right? So if you need the differentiation, that means now we must have the value of y. But do we have, value of x. But do we have the value of x? So the answer is no. Currently we don't have the value of x. But to find out the value of x, we have value of y. Alright. So what is our equation? Equation is y equals to x square minus 2x. If I substitute the value of y here, so it's minus 1 equals to x square minus 2x. If you arrange it, x square minus 2x plus 1 equals to 0. Now it leads to quadratic equation. Now it will be x square minus 2x plus 1, x common, x minus 2 plus 1, and there is a mistake in the middle term, so let me just correct it. So we need to solve it. X square minus x plus 1, x minus 1 minus 1, x minus 1 equals to 0, and now it will be x is equals to 1, right? So now you have the value of x, and that is the reason you have the value of y to find out the value of x. Now we will put the value of x here, so it will be dy by dx at x equals to 1 equals to 2, 1 minus 2, so 2 minus 2 leads to 0, and that is your answer. Alright, so you have a time of 40 seconds to start doing it in your copy, and then we will begin the second part. Alright, for part B, that is your homework part, I will start with part C. Question is y equals to x minus 9 divided by x, and the value of y is 4. So before starting the differentiation, I will first find the value of x here. So first put the value of y. It's 4 equals to x minus 9 divided by x. 4x equals to x minus 9. 4x minus x, 3x equals to minus 9, and x equals to minus 3. You have the value of x. Now y equals to x minus 9 divided by x, we can do separation of LCM. So x upon x minus 9 upon x leads to 1 minus 9x power minus 1 upon 2 equals to y. Now we can start the differentiation. So dy by dx equals to, the derivative of 1 is 0 minus 9. First you need to write down the power and then subtract 1 from power, so it's minus 3 divided by 2. So minus minus plus 9 divided by 2. If you shift x in the denominator, so it's x power 3 divided by 2, right? Now it will be 9 divided by 2, x power 3 divided by 2. We need to find out the differentiation, and the value of x is minus 3. So now it's minus 3. Alright. And there is a mistake. So first let me rectify it. Mistake lies in this part. This one. Alright. So when you did the separation of LCM, it's 1 minus 9x to the power minus 1, right? So that was a mistake. I wrote 1 upon 2. So now we need to start the differentiation. So now dy by dx is equals to 0 minus 9 first power and then subtract 1 from the power. So now it will be minus minus plus 9 divided by x square equals to dy by dx, right? Now we have the value of x is minus 3, so I am going to put the value minus 3. So it's 9 divided by minus 3 whole square leads to 9 divided by 9 equals to 1, and that is your answer. Alright, so now you need to write down the solution in your copy, and to write down the solution you have a time of 50 seconds, so start. After that, moving towards the next part, it's part D. Question says y equals to x square plus 4 divided by x square at y equals to 5. So you have a time of 2 minutes to start this question first by yourself, and then I will tell you the answer. So give it a try, start. All right. firstly we need to find out the value of x, so I will do the cross multiplication. So that will be equals to 5x square equals to x square plus 4. 5x square minus x square, it will be 4x square equals to 4, x equals to plus minus 1. Alright, these are the two values of x. Now we have an equation y equals to x square plus 4 divided by x square. Separation of LCM, y equals to x square upon x square plus 4 divided by x square. Solve it. Y equals to 1 plus 4x power minus 2. Alright, now we need to start the differentiation. So dy by dx equals to, constant derivative is 0. So now it's 4 first power and then subtract 1 from the power. So it will be minus 8 divided by x cube. Now there will be two differentiations because we have two values of x. Now the first one, dy by dx at x equals to 1. When x is positive 1, so the answer is minus 8, right? And dy by dx when x is minus 1, so the answer is positive 8. Alright, so these are the two values of dy by dx we got in this part. Make sure that whenever you are taking root on both sides, so it must be a positive and negative value. But we often neglect negative values when the question involves time, because you know that time, length, distance, they cannot be in negative. So that is why we ignore the negative sign. But for differentiation, you cannot ignore negative sign. So make sure that whenever you are taking the root, it must be in positive and negative. Moving on towards the next question, question number 7, I guess. Yes, question number 7, calculate the gradient. Means we need to again find dy by dx of the curve at the point where it crosses the given line. Now there is a point hidden in the condition. For the first part, it says y equals to 2x square minus 5x plus 1, and it says y-axis. Now the condition is hidden in that word. Basically, when the line cuts the y-axis, it means now we have a value of x is 0, right? So now you have the value of x. First, you need to derivate the function. So dy by dx equals to 4x minus 5. Dy by dx at x equals to 0. So 4 into 0 is 0. So the leftover part is minus 5, and that is your answer. Alright, so you have a time of, since the solution is very short, so you have a time of 30 seconds to note down the solution in your copy. And you know very well that since I had done the first part, alright, these two parts are same, B and C. So part B is your homework, and I will begin with part C. But before that, you need to copy down the solution. So start. Alright. For part C, it's y equals to 2x square minus 8, and it says x-axis. Now the condition is, if the line cuts the x-axis, it means y is 0. So you need to place y 0. So it will be 0 equals to 2x square minus 8. Shift minus 8 on the left side. 8 equals to 2x square. Shift 2. So 4 equals to x square. Apply root on both sides. So x equals to plus minus 2. Alright. Now y equals to 2x square minus 8. We need to start differentiation. So dy by dx equals to 4x, because 8 is constant and derivative of constant is 0. Now we need to find two values. So dy by dx at x equals to positive 2, dy by dx at x equals to negative 2. So when x is positive 2, the derivative will be 4 2s are 8 and it will be minus 8. So these are two answers. Alright, so first you need to note down the solution in your copy, and time is 1 minute. Then we will start the next one. Alright, after part C, it's part D. The question is y equals to x plus 2 divided by x, and the condition is y equals to x. So we need to place the value of y in that equation. So it will be x equals to x plus 2 divided by x square minus x minus 2 equals to 0. You have a quadratic equation. So it's x square minus 2x plus x minus 2 equals to 0. x minus 2 plus 1 x minus 2 equals to 0, right? Again you can take common here, and the common is x minus 2 x plus 1 equals to 0. It means we have two values of x. The first one is positive 2 and negative 1. Alright, so we got the values of x. Again we need to write down the equation here. Y equals to, I am writing the equation with separation of LCM, so it will be x divided by x plus 2 divided by x, right? So x and x cancel, it's 1 plus 2x minus 1. That is your y. Start differentiation. So dy by dx equals to derivative of constant 0 plus 2, first power and then subtract 1 from the power, right? So that will be equals to minus 2 divided by x square. That is your dy by dx. We need to find the value of dy by dx. Substitute the value of x. Since you have two values, so dy by dx at x equals to 2 and dy by dx at x equals to minus 1. So when x is equals to 2, that will be minus 2 divided by 2 square is 4, and when x is minus 1, so minus 2 divided by minus 1 square is positive 1. So the first answer is minus 1 upon 2 and the next answer is minus 2. These are the final answers. So before moving towards the next question, what you need to do, you need to write down this solution in your copy, and for that part you have a time of 1 minute. So write down the solution in your copy. Alright, moving towards the next question. It's question number 8. The question says find the coordinates of the point on the curve at which the gradient is 3. बेटा देखो gradient is given and the gradient is basically dy by dx is given is 3. So firstly, what the equation is, y equals to x cube minus 3x square plus 6x plus 2. That is your equation, right? You need to differentiate it first. So if I derivated dy by dx, so what we need to do, just bring the power down and subtract 1 from the power. So it will be 3x square minus 2 3s are 6x plus 6, and the derivative of constant is 0. Alright, so we had done the differentiation. Now the value of dy by dx is known here, so we need to place that value. So it's 3 equals to 3x square minus 6x plus 6. Now we need to solve that equation. It's 3x square minus 6x plus 6 minus 3x plus 3 equals to 0. We can divide the equation by 3 or take 3 common here. So it's x square minus 2x plus 1 equals to 0. 3 is multiplying on the right side. When you shift it, it will be x square minus 2x plus 1 equals to 0. Alright, I'm just continuing my solution here. X square minus 2x plus 1 equals to 0. Now you need to start with the middle term. It will be x square minus x plus 1 equals to 0. X minus 1 minus 1, x minus 1 equals to 0. X minus 1, x minus 1 equals to 0 implies that you got the value of x is equals to 1. But that is not the final answer, because it says find the coordinates. By coordinate, it means that the value of x and y. Now you need to place the value of x in your main equation, and the equation is what? Y equals to x cube minus 3x square plus 6x plus 2. So when you place the value of x equals to 1 here, so it will be y equals to 1 minus 3 plus 6 plus 2. So 1 minus 3 minus 2 and plus 2 cancel. So y equals to 6. So the final answer, it will be coordinates are 1 comma 6. Alright, so that is the final answer. You need to write down the solution in your copy first, and for that part you have a time of 90 seconds. So start. Alright, moving on towards the next question. It's question number 9. The curve y equals to ax square, y equals to ax square plus b. If I shift x in the numerator, so it's bx minus 1, right? Has gradient 2 and minus 1. So basically you have the value of dy by dx at x equals to 1 and 4. That means if I say that dy y by dx at x equals to 1, so that is equals to 2. So you got the exact value of dy by dx at a specific value of x. Similarly, the next condition is dy by dx at x equals to 4, the value is minus 1. So these are the two conditions we need to use in order to find out the value of a and b. Alright, now I will start with the first one and I will tell you to start the second one after the completion of first condition. So firstly I need to derivate the equation. So dy by dx equals to 2ax minus bx minus 2. So I did the differentiation directly with all the steps we have learned in the last couple of classes, that to write the power first, subtract 1 from the power. After that we need to substitute the value of x here. So it will be equals to dy by dx at x equals to 1. So when the value of x is 1, it's 2a minus b. Alright, right, and the value of dy by dx at x equals to 1, dy by dx at x equals to 1 is 2. So you can say that 2 equals to 2a minus b. That is your first equation. Alright, so that is, I had used the first condition. You need to simply do the same, but for second condition, this one, right? So for that part, first you need to write down the solution till now and then start substituting the second condition, and for that part you have a time of 2 minutes. Alright, you have a time of 2 minutes. First note down the solution and then apply the second condition of gradient and make another equation. So start. Alright, so it will be the derivative is dy by dx is 2ax minus bx minus 2. The value of x we have is 4. So if I put the value of x 4 here, so it's 8a minus b divided by 4 square, it will be 16. And the value of dy dx at x equals to 4, it's minus 1. Alright, so if I solve the equation by taking LCM here, so that will be equals to 16 into 8, that will be 128a minus b equals to the value is minus 1. Alright, so now it will be minus 16 equals to 128a minus b. So now you have two equations, right? if we need to simplify it simultaneously, the first equation is 2a minus b equals to 2. The next one is 128a minus b equals to minus 16. We need to change the signs, so minus, plus, and plus. And after that b and b cancels. 2 minus 128a is minus 126a equals to 2 plus 16 leads to 18. So a is equals to 18 divided by minus 126. And if we simplify it further, so 18 ones are 18 and 18 sevens are 126. So the value of a we have is minus 1 divided by 7. Now, once you got the value of a, you can put the value of a in any equation. So I am using equation 1 here. So equation 1 is 2a minus b equals to 2. The value of a is minus 1 upon 7 minus b equals to 2. Alright, so it will be minus 2 upon 7 minus b equals to 2. I need to shift b on the right side, so it will be positive b, and 2 on the left side, so it will be minus 2 upon 7 minus 2. Simply take LCM, so it minus 2 minus 7 2s are 14 equals to b, and b equals to minus 16 divided by 7. Alright, so I hope that all of you are clear in this question. If you observe the question, so in this question dy by dx was given, and you need to use that equation to find out the unknowns. Basically that is simultaneous equation in differentiation, right? So first try to note down complete solution in your copy, and now you have a time of not more than 1 minute, because you had already take 2 minutes for this question. So you have a time of 1 minute to complete the solution, and then I will start the next one. Now, moving toward the next concept, I picked question number 12. Now it says that the tangent to the curve y equals to a upon x plus bx at 1, 3 is parallel to the line. Now in coordinate geometry we had discussed about the condition of parallel lines, that their gradient are equal, right? So we need to apply the condition in the same question. Firstly, I will arrange the equation. It's y equals to ax minus 1 plus bx, right? If I need to derivate it, so dy by dx equals to minus ax minus 2 plus b. That is the differentiation. We have the value of x, it's 1. So dy by dx at x equals to 1 is minus a plus b. That is the uh, first equation of gradient. Now it says that parallel to the line. If I ask what is the gradient of this line, so the line is y equals to 2x plus 1, and whatever the coefficient of x is basically the gradient, so we have the gradient is 2. Alright, now we have the value of gradient, and that is 2, and we have the gradient equation, that is b minus a. So if we equate these two equations, so that will be equals to the value of gradient is 2 equals to, and we have the equation b minus a. Now that is my first equation. All right. Now how you are going to make the second one? That is very simple. The tangent to the curve at 1 comma 3. Now the values of x and y is given, so I will put those values in my current equation, right? So what is the equation? Equation is y equals to ax minus 1 plus bx. I will put the value of x and y, so x is 1 and y is 3. So y is 3 and x is 1, so it will be 3 equals to a plus b. That is my second equation. Now you have two equations, you can do that simultaneously. So I'm writing the first equation, that is a plus b equals to 3, and next one is what? Minus a plus b. Minus a plus b equals to 2. Simply the sign is already negative, we need to add them. So it's 2b equals to 3 plus 2, 5, and the value of b is 5 divided by 2. Once you got the value of b, yeah, I can use any equation. So right now I'm using equation 2 here. So equation 2 says a plus b equals to 3. The value of b is 5 upon 2. If I arrange the equation, so a equals to 3 minus 5 upon 2, LCM is 2. 2 3s are 6, minus 5 divided by 2 leads to 1 upon 2. So these are the values of a and b. Alright, so I hope that this is clear to you, and what you need to do, you need to write down the solution in your copy, and for that part you have a time of 90 seconds. So start. Alright, so I think that is quite enough for today class. I hope that you have a better understanding of gradient, how to find the gradient, and how to use such type of conditions of gradient. So you need to practice the homework questions very well, and inshallah in next class we are going to continue the topic. Till then, take care.